Hi, everybody. This is David Nevins for Citybiz List, and welcome to our program today. We have a very special guest, and she is Jamie Dembeck, and Jamie is the Vice President for Human Resources at Sinclair Broadcast Group. Jamie, welcome to our program today.
Thank you, David.
So, Jamie, let's assume, this goes out to on the Citybiz List network to business and civic leaders all across the country. But let's assume, first of all, that not everybody is familiar with Sinclair Broadcast Group. So tell us a little bit about Sinclair and tell us a little bit about your role with the company.
Certainly. Sinclair Broadcast Group is a national company, and we have our headquarters in Hunt Valley, Maryland. And for decades, Sinclair has been a leader in our industry, and we continue to be a leader industry. And we do this in many ways. We provide local news and sports content on multiple platforms. We offer marketing services to local and national customers. We're a leader in the development and integration of broadcast technology, and we're drivers of viewer engagement through gamification and building community. We do this through our various business units, such as broadcast, sports, and technology. For example, we are one of the nation's largest producers of local news. We produce more than 2,500 hours of news per week in 81 markets across the U.S., and our content is available on multiple platforms. Through our regional sports networks, which we brand as Bally Sports, we air professional sports teams and other sporting events in local viewing areas. We also recently had a soft launch of Bally Sports Plus streaming service, where subscribers can stream Major League Baseball games from certain markets. In addition, we own and operate the Tennis Channel, the Tennis Channel International streaming service, Tennis Magazine, and Tennis.com. And we are a leader in the development and integration of new technologies that transform the media industry, including Next Gen TV, which is powered by ATSC 3.0. Next Gen TV is the most significant broadcast technology upgrade to date. In my role as VP of Human Resources, I have the privilege of supporting more than 8,200 employees across the U.S., which about 1,000 of the employees are in the Baltimore, Washington area. I've been with Sinclair for a little over 18 years, and in my role, I lead a team of HR pros that supports our great workforce and actively lead and participate in working groups that focus on areas that can further our employer of choice strategy. For example, participating on a team that has an initiative related to employee experience, diversity and inclusion, and career pathing. So it's been a remarkable opportunity to have such a fulfilling career with Sinclair.
That was very thorough, Jamie. Thank you. I think a lot of people just don't realize although they do now, as they've listened to you, no doubt, the breadth and depth of what Sinclair is all about. As you noted, you have, as I recall, almost 200 television stations across the country. You run most of the, and you've acquired and now run most of the regional sports networks. And you mentioned the Tennis Channel, a very cool company, if I might say. That's not a highly technical word, obviously, but a pretty cool company to be based here in Baltimore. So, with, I think you said almost 10,000 employees, give or take, you must be hiring people on a pretty regular basis. Talk about the kind of jobs, both senior and entry level, that you're looking for, and maybe even, advice in terms of, what do you look for as the head of HR? What do you look for? What's that special thing maybe that you seek out in hiring stars to join the Sinclair team?
Certainly. Yes, David. With our tremendous growth and our expansion of our business units, we do have a number of opportunities available locally in the Hunt Valley area, as well as across the country, to support all of our various business units. So we're looking to hire in our television broadcast area, our sports area, as well as our corporate offices right here in Hunt Valley. So in Hunt Valley, we're thinking about the roles that support general corporate operations. So roles that are in accounting, finance, IT, HR, legal, marketing. And as you mentioned, we do have a variety of levels of positions. We have positions that are suitable for people, who are new to their careers. And we definitely have positions for people seeking to expand and grow their careers, whether that's at the manager level, director level, or vice president and above level. Various opportunities for people to grow with our company. As far as what we're looking for, in addition to, some of our roles maybe requiring some prior experience, others, more entry and we're willing to train, we are really looking for people with, I'll say, a solid balance of soft skills, areas such as the ability to communicate well with others, the ability to work well in a team-oriented environment, people that have self-confidence in their ability to be successful within our organization, soft skills coupled with good experience or the aptitude to learn and grow with our organization matches well with the positions as well as the teams that support those positions in our corporate offices, as well as TV stations and our sports operations.
Jamie, I noticed that I think over recent years, your ratings on employee ratings on Glassdoor and so forth have been rising. So obviously, your employees think pretty highly of the company. And I know part of that is also the result of the fact that I think the company is very committed to good causes and civic causes and philanthropy and the like in the areas in which you operate. And I know you're also considered a pretty employee-centric, employee-focused company. Talk about some of the talk a little bit about some of that and why employees generally feel so good about working with Sinclair.
Certainly. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a working group dedicated to employee experience. So the function of our working group is to continually look at opportunities to enhance our employee experience so that we can continue to attract and retain the best talent in the business. One of the ways that we accomplish this goal is through our recruiting efforts. Sinclair has always sought to maintain an engaged workforce and to attract candidates through our broad recruiting outreach efforts. We utilize multiple recruiting platforms to advertise our positions, as well as we use these platforms and their newer features to source candidates. We have connections with hundreds of organizations and associations locally as well as across the U.S. that receive Sinclair job postings. And we've increased our recruiting outreach efforts to colleges and universities, including HBCUs. And of course, we actively promote our employee referral program, which pays a bonus to employees that refer a candidate that's ultimately hired for one of our positions. In addition, we've enhanced a number of our benefit offerings. We already have a very strong benefits package. And after, considering feedback and, striving to remain competitive in this space, we've increased or enhanced our benefits so that we can continue to attract and retain the best talent and also to recognize the importance of work-life balance for our employees. So, for example, our vacation offering, our base level vacation offering was increased by a week. So now our full-time employees accrue a minimum of 3 weeks of vacation per year. Also, for our eligible full-time employees, we enhanced our paid parental leave benefit by offering up to 6 weeks of paid parental leave for eligible employees. And also just launched a few weeks ago, we now offer a program to provide employees and their spouses access to discounted fitness facilities. So again, these are all ways that we continue to enhance our employee experience, further our strategy for becoming an employer of choice, and overall to continue to remain competitive so that we can attract and retain the best employees in the business.
Well, again, kudos on that. I know you've also been recognized by a number of organizations and media organizations as one of the best places to work in the Baltimore area as well, correct?
Absolutely. And we are proud that our efforts to become and further our strategy as an employer of choice are being recognized.
I think, Jamie, one of the interesting things that maybe, and obviously this interview is going out to lots of senior level business leaders, but they too have children and grandchildren, who might be looking for jobs. I think one of the interesting things that you mentioned, as most people maybe think of you as a television broadcast company. So if you don't want to be a television news anchor, or you don't want to be on the other side of the camera, what does Sinclair have for me? But you certainly mentioned, and maybe go into it just a bit more, that you're this diversified media company. So you're hiring pretty much every day, I would imagine, folks in every field, right? From traditional television production to technology and business and accounting and finance and HR, obviously, and others as well, correct?
Absolutely. Positions available in all those areas here in our Hunt Valley offices, as well as a variety of positions available in all the markets in which we operate.
And I think you operate in 90, give or take, 90 markets all around the country, right?
Yep.
So how does someone, Jamie, find out more about employment opportunities, let's say, at Sinclair?
Certainly. The best source of information about career opportunities is to take a look at our careers page on our website, which is sbgi.net. Once you go to the homepage of our website, in the upper right corner, click on the careers link, and you will see our positions posted, and you can search positions easily by location or by field of interest. Again, that's sbgi.net.
Just in closing, Jamie, just tell us what you'd like people to know about Sinclair Broadcast Group, not just from a hiring person point of view as the HR VP, but as they talk to their friends and neighbors and say, I saw this interesting interview about Sinclair Broadcast Group. Did you know this? Did you know that? What would you like people to be talking about?
Certainly. I want people to know that Sinclair is a great company and Sinclair is a great place to work. And again, as we walk through, it's not just, a television broadcaster. Again, I want people to know Sinclair as a leader in our industry. And, we continue to be a leader in our industry. And it's everything from local news, sports content, marketing services, and of course, our technology aspect. Again, next gen TV, powered by ATSC 3.0. I mean, this is really cool stuff. Again, it's the most significant broadcast technology upgrade to date. And we are super excited to be right there at the forefront of that.
I know I was talking to your colleague, Chris, a couple weeks ago, and he was very excited about what he was referring to as gamification and how that will change how people view television and sports, and kind of the ability to really participate in many ways, to participate in the game, whether you're betting money or just kind of betting with your friends on is the next batter up going to hit a home run or going to strike out, and it's really going to change the way we engage with television, I think.
Absolutely. We're, drivers of viewer engagement through gamification and building community. Definitely right there on our radar and actively pounding away every day at those initiatives.
And how lucky we are to have such a company, which one might have thought would be based in LA or New York or wherever. This Sinclair Broadcast Group, just so everybody knows, is in Hunt Valley, Maryland, a close-in city to Baltimore. So, Jamie, again, thank you for your participation in this interview. Thank you for your time, and good luck with all the initiatives. And hopefully, let me just ask you again, for people who want to learn more about Sinclair Broadcast Group and particularly job opportunities, what should they do?
Visit the Sinclair website at sbgi.net and click on careers in the upper right-hand side of the page.
And if you don't want to learn about careers, but other things, just click on anything else there that might interest you. Our guest today has been Jamie Dembeck. She is the VP for Human Resources at Sinclair Broadcast Group. Jamie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And to all of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of Citybiz List, this is David Nevins. We hope you enjoyed our program today.